Everyone, welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Pass to Tatum. Right side, Porzingis. 4 on the clock. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Holmgren. Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, B.A. It's 7'2". It isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think, as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence.
Down low. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren. There's Tatum with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. And now we go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with Mark Dagnall.
I asked him, what makes Kristaps Porzingis such a great player? He said, look at him. He's over 7 feet. He's just a huge guy. Kristaps has serious skill on offense, and defensively, that size can really be a factor. He's a two-way problem. It'll be interesting to see how they play him tonight.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Well, 7'3" doesn't need much of a vertical. Easy finish for KP.
Inside. Dort's shot is good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Tatum. To the middle. Holmgren with the block.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Tatum with it. Caruso covers. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Pass to Porzingis. There's the triple. Williams grabs the board.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Well, the Thunder will be building a new arena, Doris, right across the street from their current home.
Well, how exciting that the downtown arena is set to open in the 29-30 season with a 25-year lease. This secures the team's long-term future in Oklahoma City. And honestly, B.A., this fan base is so passionate, they deserve it.
Now here's Brown. And Holiday powers it home.
I mean, what an athletic play for Holiday. Showing up the defense with a jam.
Pass to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Yep, that one goes.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Celtics trail by 4. Porzingis sets a screen. Tatum from long range. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
You have got to be in Tatum's space. This guy is such a terrific range shooter.
Gilgeous-Alexander, no good. Pass to Porzingis. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound, Celtics. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Tipped. White with it. Caruso covers. Here's Holiday. Kick out to Brown. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And that one's good. Holmgren.
It's so difficult to defend Holmgren inside. For such a young player, his body control and awareness are off the charts.
Outside White. No good with the triple. Oklahoma City trailing. Outside Williams. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Kick out to Brown. Pass to Tatum. Here's White. Holmgren with the block. And he recovers it. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Brown. Here he goes. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, better finish it.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Oklahoma City ahead, up 2. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Thunder with a lead. Well, Doris, Chet Holmgren was one of the more highly touted guys coming into the league in a long time.
He was BA, and he has lived up to the billing. At that size, to be able to shoot the ball, put it on the deck, be a force at the rim defensively. But maybe his best attribute, he is a tough competitor.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. Porzingis punishing inside.
Kristaps Porzingis, a tough cover. This guy knows he can make threes. Now you get inside the lane and look out.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
To the inside. Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, the length of SGA. Get off your feet, young fella.
Pass to Porzingis. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Porzingis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Impressive offensive versatility for a big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. All right, Doris, what do you think separates the good teams from the great teams in crunch time?
Boy, I think there's a lot of things, Brian, that separate that. Number one, can you execute on both ends when it's a clutch game? Can you absorb the pressure of a moment, understanding time and score, how to get a quality shot on every possession, how to string together multiple stops?
Oh, big finish!
Oh, did you see that?
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
Williams from long range. Nails it from 3. Williams has got 6 points.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
It's Brown on the wing. Oh, Williams with the block.
And Williams getting his timing just right on the block. Defending with purpose.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Brown. Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Back to Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has such great synergy with his teammates.
Holiday surveying the floor. Pass to Tatum. Over Dort. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, B.A., if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
And Doris, no doubt about it, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle, he can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force.
White on the wing. And 1:01 left in the second period. Here's Pritchard with the drive. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Down low. Here's Holmgren. Second shot opportunity. To the middle. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries again. SGA using that size.
It's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Celtics trail by 6. Screen by Horford. Tatum with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Horford for 3. Counted from distance.
Al Horford's shot is just so pretty. Doesn't get a ton of lift, but boy, is he accurate.
Pass to Hartenstein. Dort outside. Caruso left side. Here's Williams. Tatum with some nice D. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Thunder leading by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a three-point game. Gilgeous-Alexander punches it home.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Celtics trail by 3. They set a pick. White on the wing. Tipped away. Caruso with it. Now guarded by White. On the wing, Caruso. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his third foul so far.
First team foul.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. And it's a 5-point Oklahoma City lead.
Well, pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy can score it, but make sure you're lifting up the guys around you.
Back to White. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Oklahoma City leading by 5. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Inside, the kick to Tatum. Back to White. 5 on the clock. Boston again missing.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Boston, no good that time either.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
This team looks so focused out there trying to increase their lead.
You know, they can make things much easier on themselves in the fourth if they just have a few more possessions like that.
Outside Porzingis. And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
How about the strength on the finish? Jaylen Brown showing real muscle.
Second team foul.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim. And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Pass to Hauser. Outside Tatum. Outside Brown. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense from Williams. Fires from the wing and misses it off the right side of the rim. Celtics trail by 8. And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Boston shooting their second and third shots at the line here. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. That one misses. He hits the second from the line. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
To the left wing. And here's Brown for three. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And Holmgren's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. The kick out to Williams. And out of bounds, Boston will have it.
Celtics ball.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Outside Holiday. Tatum with a screen. Kick out to Brown. The offensive rebound. What a finish from Porzingis.
Well, you've got size and length, so Kristaps Porzingis, the extra possession.
Oklahoma City leading by 7. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They're
The Celtics, 33.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Get a report from Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Dagnall was just reviewing the plan with his team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it. You guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Brown can't hit.
Well, a nice defensive play. Altered the shot, then stayed right there to clean up the glass.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
First team foul.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Jacks up with 3. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Great game for him. Double-double now. On the wing, Tatum. Now here's Porzingis. He's covered by Holmgren. Back to Tatum. Outside Holiday. Porzingis sets a screen. The shot by Holiday, no good. Thunder leading by 12. Here's Williams. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. And here are the Celtics. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
The kick out to White. Clock at 6. Porzingis. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Well, we know that when Kristaps Porzingis is in rhythm, he can string together a stretch of play where he is sustaining an offense.
Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Celtics trail by 12. Tatum with a screen. Three-pointer, Holiday. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
Caruso with the bucket.
Well, great decision from Dort. If your teammate is open, get him the basketball. Nicely done.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Pass to Tatum. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Alex Caruso.
Well, you like the level of aggression right there from Jason Tatum. Committed to scoring on the interior and draws the contact.
And so Tatum nails both of them. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Williams with it. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
Here's Tatum. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
That was just great work to battle through contact and will in the shot.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Oklahoma City.
I mean, they play some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
Looking to get it going. Hits the front of the rim and out.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the
Oh, okay then.
Look out below. Jaylen Brown off his feet in a hurry.
Oklahoma City leading by 12. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. It's tipped. And stolen by Porzingis. Here's Holiday. That one's good for 2. Holiday's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's such a gritty player. Holiday fights for 2 there inside.
Shea with a step. And he banks in the layup. And the Thunder lead by 12.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Thunder.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gotta respect the leadership he showed today. Made great reads and distributed the ball accordingly.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams with the screen. Rebounded by the Celtics. Now Porzingis. And so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. A competitive game, you have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce.